Shalom, my name is HUJI Deitcher and I'm a faculty member lecturer in the Seymour Fox School of Education at HUJI University. And I'm thrilled to be with you today in order to share with you an idea that we've been working with and researching in terms of what really is necessary for education in the post-corona time. And I'm going to start with a brief story, a personal anecdote that really generated for me a whole bunch of new ideas. It goes back to a couple of months ago when my oldest grandson, whose name is Itai, he's right now 10 years old, and we've been going together for pizza every Friday. And a couple of months ago, so we were planning our regular Friday meetings over pizza, and on Monday or Tuesday of that week, Itai calls me and he says, "Sapi, are we going to be able to go for pizza?" So I said, "Of course, why not?" He says, "Well, you know, this COVID, it may not pass by then." I said, "Of course it's going to pass." Well, sure enough, Thursday night, I call Itai and I say, "Sorry, Itai, it's not going to happen." So he said, "Sabi, so why did you say it was?" I said, "Because I thought so." He said, "So why didn't you just say to me that you don't know when this COVID is going to be over?" And that, for me, was a formative moment for me. So this generated for me a whole bunch of questions about the importance of talking about uncertainty, the need to talk about uncertainty, and the ability of young children to really understand what uncertainty is about. So one of the things that we know for sure is the impact of COVID-19 in terms of uncertainty. And there are many, many studies that emphasize the fact that COVID has brought about a complex array of different types of responses about uncertainty. And this has long-term effects on the children. And what we're trying to do here is we're trying to say, well, we need to address this in an explicit, proactive way. And what we're trying to do here is we first have to understand, why is uncertainty so problematic for us, certainly for adults? So one of the things that we know is that we as human beings crave a sense of security. For instance, there was a 2016 study in the UK which gave the following scenario. They had two groups of adults. And one group of the adults, they said to them, "You know what? You are going to receive mild shock therapy." That was one group. The second group, they told them, there is a fair chance that you will receive a light dose of shock therapy. And then they measured the stress of both groups. And behold, what they discovered is the group that was told that they will definitely receive the shock therapy, they had a lower stress level than the group that was told you might receive that. Now that just emphasizes for us the power of uncertainty, why we really are so resistant to uncertainty. Two, we want to have control. Uncertainty throws all of that into disarray. It also, as we've seen over the past couple of months, uncertainty also disturbs our sense of order and responsibilities and roles. And in that sense, we want to think, what can we do? Now, when we do embrace uncertainty as a norm, it can generate for us creative thought. In the world of science, uncertainty really encourages us to search further. Uncertainty generates new ideas. It is an opportunity for independent thought. It also is a sense of humility. In other words, if I don't know, then that means that I have to search further. I have to realize that I'm limited in terms of what I know. And finally, it helps us make clearer and more thoughtful decisions. And decision-making in education is one of the most practical, sophisticated, and important skills that we can give to kids. We interviewed a group of 10 to 12-year-old kids, and we asked them a whole bunch of questions about uncertainty. And here is, as I said, very preliminary results, but I think something very important and worthwhile for us to consider further. One, kids are curious. They want to know about uncertainty. It galvanizes for them new possibilities. It generates new ideas. They appreciate the opportunity to talk about uncertainty because they know that it's important in their lives and they want to explore it further. Three, as we said earlier, it helps them listen more carefully to other ideas because they are searching for a sense of certainty. The uncertainty promotes in them the ability to listen and to research more carefully various ideas. And finally, one of the emerging questions which we have to deal with is the generation divide. The generation divide is between the kids and many of their educators or their parents, in the sense that kids today, through the internet, are much more open and appreciative of diverse opinions. Through the internet, we know that they have developed new thinking skills that we as adults don't have, and therefore we have to embrace that as an opportunity. So those are very quick thoughts about the importance of uncertainty, the power of uncertainty, and the need for us to proactively take this on as an educational challenge during COVID and beyond. Thank you very, very much.